come to the harmful activities. First of all, microorganisms cause diseases in human beings, right? They cause several diseases in human beings. And the disease causing microorganism, I also already told you, they are called pathogens. So pathogens are the microorganisms which cause diseases in human beings. These microorganisms cause swift diseases in human beings, animals, as well as in plants. We'll be discussing them one by one. So first of all, let us come to the diseases which are caused in human beings. As regards the viruses, they create common cold, influenza, polio, AIDS, then some other examples like conjunctivitis or eye flu, and the common this corona virus which is causing COVID-19. Likewise, swine flu is also a viral disease, right? So viruses cause severe diseases like dengue fever, polio, hepatitis, chickenpox, measles, mumps, smallpox, rabies, AIDS, swine flu, and COVID-19, etc. As regards the bacteria, they cause typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, anthrax, tetanus, and food poisoning, diarrhea, plague, etc. in human beings. Protozoa, they cause malaria, kala azar, amoebic dysentery, and sleeping sickness. Likewise, fungi, they cause skin diseases. Ringworm is a common skin disease. Likewise, eczema is also caused by fungi. So you have seen here that lot of diseases are caused by microorganisms. We see how these microorganisms enter in our body. So this is a diseased person, right? And he is releasing germs in the air, right? The germs or pathogens enter into the body of a healthy person by these methods. First of all, by direct contact. When you come in direct contact with the patient, either you use his hanky, towel, etc., or you eat in his utensils. So that is the example of direct contact with the patient. You also get the germs and become diseased. Secondly, there are some which are caused by air. Droplet infection takes place through air. When a diseased person sneezes, coughs, then he releases lot of germs in the air, and when a healthy person breathes in that air, these germs enter into his body and make it ill. Then the infections can also take place through water, right? The germs will be present in water, and when we drink contaminated water, we fall ill. The diseases like hepatitis, jaundice, cholera, dysentery, they spread through contaminated water. By eating contaminated food, we also fall ill. You know, these mosquitoes and the houseflies are our worst enemies. These are carriers of large number of pathogens. Mosquito and housefly, right? You know, female Anopheles mosquito causes malaria. Dengue is also caused by the female Anopheles mosquito. Likewise, these two organisms, they sit on the disposed of excreta, right? They sit on excreta of the patients, and large number of germs stick to their body. These houseflies, when they come and sit on the naked food, they make that food contaminated, and when we eat that contaminated food, we fall ill, right? So in this way, the mosquitoes and houseflies, they make us diseased by passing germs into our body, right? So we were here, by eating contaminated food, we fall ill, right? So these are the ways we get disease causing germs, and a healthy person can also become diseased, right? right? So those diseases which spread from a patient to a healthy person, they are called communicable diseases, right? Those diseases which spread from a healthy person, from a patient to a healthy person, they are called communicable diseases. And these two insects, mosquito and housefly, they are carriers of large number of disease causing germs. You see here the two things, two microorganisms I am showing you. This is Salmonella and this is Penicillium. Let me show you them separately. This is the hyphae, these branches of Penicillium called hyphae. This is Penicillium and this is Salmonella. These two, they cause food poisoning in human beings, right? Then let us come to the diseases which are caused by microorganisms in animals. Bacteria, they cause in cattle anthrax and tuberculosis. And poultry bugs, they cause tuberculosis, fowl cholera and diarrhea. Likewise, the viruses, they cause in cattle foot and mouth disease, rinderpest, in cattle plague also and cowpox, right? In poultry bugs, they cause fowl pox, eradicate and bird flu. So these are the common diseases which are caused by microorganisms in the animals. Let us see the pictures of some diseased animals. You can see here, this is having foot and mouth disease. You see saliva is continuously coming out of the mouth of this cattle, right? So this is an animal suffering from foot and mouth disease, right? And here you can see the rinderpest in case of the cattle. So these are diseases which are caused by microorganisms. You see here it is an enlarged image of that foot and mouth disease, and here you see the enlarged image of rinderpest, right? So now let us come to the diseases which are caused by microorganisms in plants, right? The common diseases are rust, red rot, wilt, ticca, smut, tobacco mosaic, yellow veil mosaic. These are, some of them are fungal and some are viral diseases which are caused in rice, wheat, mustard, sugarcane, chickpea, groundnut, wheat, tobacco and bhindi, etc. Right? Let me show you the symptoms appearing. You can see here, these are plant diseases. This is citrus canker, this is mosaic, and again you can see here rust. Let me show you the independent images. Here you can see this is sugarcane which is having rust. While eating sugarcane, you must have seen some of them have red lines in between. This is a fungal disease, rust of sugarcane. Coming to next, this is citrus canker. You can see this is a citrus fruit, lemon, having these spots on it, and these are symptoms of citrus canker, which is again a microbial disease, right? Now, the microorganism, they are also causing spoilage of our cooked and uncooked food. You must have seen, if you keep the bread slice for 1 or 2 days in open, then this moist bread slice get cottony growth on it. You can see here a slice of bread which is spoiled by growth of fungus. You can see here, this is the bluish, reddish blue colored cottony growth on the slice of bread. This is fungal growth, and in this way they are spoiling our cooked and uncooked food, right? So you can see here the blood slice is spoiled by fungal growth. So here the microorganism is spoiling our uncooked food, right? Similarly, you must have seen sometimes your pickles, chutneys, juices or some other food substances, they are spoiled. Even in the summer, if you forget to put the vegetable or dal in the refrigerator, the things which are formed in the morning, in the evening, you see they give foul smell, right? So this is the spoilage of food by microorganisms. When microorganisms, they grow in our cooked and uncooked food. They produce some harmful chemicals which we call as toxins. And these toxins, they spoil our cooked and uncooked food. Right? Toxins are the chemicals which spoil our cooked and uncooked food. The food which is spoiled by microorganism, it gives foul smell, the color of the substance is changed, and its texture also changes. Right? All this is due to microbial action. So another harm of microorganism is they spoil our cooked and uncooked food. That's all for today. Next lecture will be on Wednesday. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and go through this video carefully. Write down your or complete your notes and do your work nicely. Till Wednesday, goodbye. Thank you. Thank you so much.